just going to talk?
I don't know. No idea.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
We're here. We're live.
Yeah, we are.
We
I
are
ran.
live. We're bouncing everything around. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So we're just gonna start. Welcome to Take It Down a Notch with Rob.
And Lindsay.
There you go. Way to come in there, nice and sharp. How are you doing this morning?
This afternoon, I am doing wonderful. I'm a little bit like my throat has been like full of stuff all day today, but last week I was sick and
Right.
this ear is still plugged. I cannot hear anything out of it. I don't think, at least. I'm sure I can hear a little bit, but like it feels like I cannot hear anything out of it and that I'm deaf in one ear. And it was not that bad of a sickness though overall. It was just like a bad cold. Um, and I was worn out for a few days. Hugo had it for a few days as well before me, and it was really like it was a big head cold. So he was just really sniffly and his coughs were really bad.
Yeah.
But it was only like 3 or 4 days for each of us, so
No, that's not too bad.
not
But
horrible. But we did have to take like a whole week off of
did
everything.
did miss the podcast. Didn't want to cough
Yeah,
into the podcast.
no.
I
That day
understand.
specifically, I was having like a very bad like asthma coughing like all day.
Oh
Like
yeah.
all afternoon. I was feeling a lot better that day and I was like, that's great, I'm gonna be able to podcast. And then it was like right after lunch where I just could not stop coughing and I was doing everything I could to like stop coughing and I was just so tired. And so I just like totally fell asleep
Hmm.
and then woke up and you were like, I'm ready. And I was like, I thought I texted you saying I couldn't do it. It's like, maybe I can.
Sometimes I just read in the text what I want to read in the text and not what
Well,
actually.
I did that yesterday with Grandma Grace because she was like, oh, can we call on Thursday morning? And I was like, yeah, but I need to podcast because I missed a podcast last week. So I was like, we can either podcast like before or after, or we can either call her before or after. Forgetting I had something before the podcast today. And I was like, and then she's like, you can call me anytime in the morning. I'm available. But she texted me like Wednesday morning, like early. And so I just called her Wednesday morning. And she's like, so we were going to call tomorrow. And I was like, I misunderstood your text. Just like,
uh,
but
yeah.
I'm glad we were able to talk a little bit yesterday because I don't have time today to talk.
Yeah, you're busy today. Well, and
Yeah.
you sent your text yesterday in two different texts. And so the second one is what came through, and it made it sound like you were not going to do the podcast. And I didn't go in and actually like open the text. I just read the or heard the
You read the
preview. I
last
got
one.
the
I can
preview
yeah.
on the headphones. So like, oh, she's too busy. Okay. And it wasn't until later in the evening I read it. Like, oh, she's just saying she might be late. She's not saying cancel altogether. So
Yeah, today just got like a little bit busy and I wasn't sure if I had done that thing where like especially with public transit, it's kind of hard to figure out exactly how much time it's going to take to like get somewhere or to get home. And I was meeting a friend for coffee, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be feel like an appropriate time to like cut us off and like be able to go and be able to get home in time. And I was like, okay, well, I think I should be able to get home by like 4:30, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go home by 4. And so I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I was like, kind of like really short to like make sure I get home by 4.
yeah.
But I hit the tram at like a really good time, and so I got
Nice.
home like right like 4:15. So, um, but yeah, she's kind of a newer friend, and she right after we met, she went to the States, and she's been in the States for like a month and a half.
Oh wow.
And so we just texted a little here and there. So I also didn't want to like rush our like chit chat
Yeah.
um, since we were catching up. And so luckily, but it was like perfect timing. So
Good.
yeah, it
Well,
was good.
no big deal. No big deal.
Yeah.
So you're gonna miss the Super Bowl.
I know. I don't know why that wasn't something I've thought about recently at all until I saw your thing
Yeah, probably don't get a
saying
lot
that
of
we
Super Bowl information there.
I did it's what is it like the Eagles and the Chiefs?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
another
and
Taylor
it's
Swift Super Bowl. I got that.
yeah, and it's kind of it's it's people are getting a little salty about it.
The
People are getting a
Chiefs
little salty.
making it for the 3rd year?
Yeah, well, because there was a lot of questionable calls. I haven't really seen the calls, so I
Okay.
don't know how questionable, but like a lot of calls that would have kind of made could have made things go another way. And like the first one, it was like, the refs want them, the NFL wants them to be in, and then the next one is like, and then the next one they're like, whoa, wait. People are like,
Really?
yeah, people are kind of like, this is this is kind of getting out of hand here. And people are so I don't know. I have not seen any of the calls. I haven't done any research in it. I'm just watching the temperature, and there's like memes starting to go around that are like,
Oh, wow.
you want us to get excited about this? The
Yeah.
what should the Eagles even
Are
show
people
up?
blaming it on, like, the Taylor thing? Like, how much
Yeah,
publicity Taylor brings to things?
yeah. That the
That it's
NFL is like, well, we need the Chiefs to be in the Super Bowl because it brings in a whole bunch of fans
yeah.
and Taylor
I
fans.
can see that. I can see that happening.
So
It's
it's
that's possible.
kind of like, what's the point? So anyway,
Yeah.
they're a little salty. If there's some questionable calls in the Super Bowl, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
So the but yeah,
Because
people.
already people are kind of upset with the whole Taylor, like Super Bowl fans, or I mean, football fans are kind of seem to be a little bit against the whole Taylor fans being football fans. Some of them are really for it and think it's fun, but there was
Well,
a little bit of backlash of like, this is ridiculous, like leave our
it,
game alone kind of thing.
it was more not so much that the new fans, people are there because Taylor Swift's boyfriend's in the thing, and so it's brought more interest. Not so much that the amount of attention that she was getting
Yeah.
was more the thing. It's like, all right, well, we've seen Taylor 10 times on the broadcast now. That's good.
Yeah.
That's we don't need any more of
Well,
that.
doesn't
Let's
it doesn't happen with any other celebrity with football. I mean, like
yeah
they show them like once, maybe twice.
yeah yeah somebody some big rapper or somebody will be in the in the and they'll show them once
Well,
or twice,
and I'm
but
sure that Taylor would like to be able to just watch her boyfriend play the football game
yeah
too,
yeah I don't think
without being
Taylor's
like,
like
"Oh, well,
I
another
don't think
camera."
Taylor's like, well, you must show me 15 times or the game
I don't think she
or I will talk bad about you or something. I
yeah.
don't think she cares. She's she's got she's got enough. I don't think she's too worried about how often the
Yeah.
it's just a good thing she's not doing the Super Bowl halftime show on top of everything else. It might be too much.
That'd be cool. I really want her to do the Super Bowl. Who is?
It's somebody I don't know. Somebody I've heard of, but I
The
don't know
Su
who they are.
I'm sorry, NFL can't really afford her. I'm pretty sure that's why she doesn't do the Super Bowl. They can't afford her,
Yeah,
I would assume.
they don't pay very much.
They don't because they don't pay anything,
No, they
and
don't. They don't pay very much. But it's
it's more for the artist, but
yeah
Taylor doesn't
yeah
need more publicity.
no. Yeah, it's usually they're gonna do something or they're getting ready to go on tour or whatever. It's a big ad. It's a big ad. So
Yeah.
yeah, no,
I
it's
wonder who.
so.
I wanna look it up.
But we've got the invitation out. We got people coming, and should be good. Should be a good weekend. Where you and Hugo will be missed. So did you find it?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick
So,
Lamar,
like,
and
another annoying rapper. There's gonna be, like, strippers.
they're on tour together. They announced their tour, so she's like an add-on. She wasn't
Who
signed
is?
in. The girl.
Oh, is there a girl?
That's the other person. I think it's a girl.
I'm only seeing
I'm not a fan.
it's just gonna be, like, everyone's already talking about it not being family friendly. Oh, SZA. Oh, yeah, SZA is, like, not at all family friendly. This is not.
Yeah.
Hide your kids.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be
anyway,
worse than all of ones, but
we're
it
gonna
is what it is.
we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do up a brisket and a pulled pork.
I'm so
So I will
jelly.
have protein. I will have massive protein. So, because
Oh
I'm
yeah, are
not.
you still gonna be cutting
Yeah.
during?
No
How's
alcohol.
that going? Have you like? Are you fully starting yet?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Can't you tell? I'm like 100 pounds thinner.
No, not at all.
I have lost almost 10 pounds. 9 pounds. 8.5 pounds. 9 pounds.
Oh yeah, just like a measly. So
Yeah.
has mom like thrown the scale at you at all? Because I know she's trying to lose weight.
Yeah. I try
So,
not to.
and the fact that you're doing this at the same
I
time
am.
always is like
I,
a problem.
I
You don't
am.
mention the
I'm
numbers, right?
not. Occasionally, I'll be like, because it's it's kind of hard not to say something because it's like kind of cool, but yeah, I'm not. I'm trying really not to make a big deal out of it. But yeah,
I would not make a big deal out of it. By the
no.
way, you are a little bit quiet today.
Am I?
Yeah. Like I have my computer on full.
Oh, okay. Well, let
Just like a
me.
little. But it might be my ear. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm up kind of, but let me go here. I think we can go up. Are we distorted? No, I think we're okay. I think I have made myself louder, at least in my ears. So,
Oh, there you go. Enjoyable for you.
but yeah,
Oh,
so no, yeah, I'm down. According to my scale, I'm gonna go in and get the gym in body test tomorrow. But
nice.
according to my scale, I'm down on body fat. I'm not really up in muscle, but I'm down in body fat, and yeah,
That's great.
I yeah, I think I was up. I think I was almost 225, and now I'm at 216. So yeah,
Yeah.
so a lot of
Not too
that's just
shabby.
water. A lot of that's water. A lot of that's just
Right.
because I was eating a lot of junk and not eating the junk anymore. So, but
Yeah.
back to uh, back to doing a full body program, and I'm gonna work out with Chris on Friday. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, that should be good. That should be good, and yeah, so back in the flow. We'll see if we can get the body fat down a little bit more, a little bit more. So, um, yeah, so we're eating a little more healthy. I'm kind of doing stages, so I'm not I'm not eating the junk, but I haven't
Mhm.
cut out as much of the fat and some of that stuff that I'm going to, and I'm still
Right.
eating. I'm eating a lot of I'm eating a lot of fruits, so the
Yeah.
eating a lot of fruit. So probably in a couple more weeks, I will cut out some of the fruit. So there's gonna be
Right.
a lot of carbs through there, but
Yeah.
I'm limiting some of the fat. I'm still eating ham, so but I'm trying not to eat pepperoni and hard salami and
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. So, but and trying to be more
Nice.
balanced. Yeah, trying to do.
No, that's good.
I'm eating, not cutting out the carbs completely. I'm doing some calories and stuff. So the
Right.
creamy though, having the creamy at night is pretty awesome. Does not feel like in a cut because
You get
uh,
ice cream every night.
yeah, I'm getting it's like 200 calories and like uh, 40 grams of protein. So it's
Right.
like, it's like boom. So, but yeah, so we're we're we're
Nice.
we're working on that and all that stuff. And you are working on your Hugo citizenship stuff. Sounds like.
Yeah, so we have an update for everybody. So Hugo had a big form that he had to be approved before he could, like, it's the first part of the green card process, and that has been approved. And so now we are getting all of our papers together, and then we will be able to submit those. And Hugo will hopefully have a meeting in Paris at the embassy in a few months, or in like hopefully like in less than 2 months. And then after that, it should be 7 months, and we should have his visa in hand.
Nice.
Um, hopefully. So we are starting to kind of like think about what that is realistically going to look like, and like when we're planning on leaving and stuff. So yeah, it's one more step closer. And at the same time, we are having a very like paperworky life right now. Because at the same time, we are in the process of renewing my visa, which expires at the end of March. And so we're trying to renew that. And I'm also doing these civic formation classes, which I think I talked about in the last podcast. But well, the last few Saturdays, I've spent my all of my Saturday sitting in these boring classes, talking about uh, the laws in France and the history. And
Now, is there a test after this?
I did. There was a test that's for the company that runs the program. So OFI, which is the immigration part of the government or whatever, that this part of, they're the people who deal with immigrants and the government.
Right.
They hire people to do the formations, like they hire an organization that runs it, so they're not part of OFI.
Right.
I guess in 2027 they're going to be like, it's going to be a new part of OFI, but we don't know. And
Hmm.
luckily, I don't have to deal with them because OFI is overall like runs horribly. Anyways, so because I was supposed to have these classes in the first 3 months of me living in France,
Right.
and I technically got my visa in March, end of March last year, and I did not have these classes until they did not schedule them until December. So
Oh,
that's how long they took. um, and there's, yeah, anyways, but that's how all immigration stuff works in all countries, is really what I found. So,
yeah.
anyways, so yeah, they're basically torturous slightly, but they're
Yeah.
not, they could be slightly worse. But I have already done the test and already gotten the paper that I need to take to my appointment, but we still
Hmm.
have one more, and I think it's to do something about work. And I think it's going to be another, there's going to be another teacher. And I can't tell if it's going to be from OFI or if it's going to be from the same organization.
Hmm.
I really don't know. The organization is really messed up. Like, it's not great. But, and I don't really understand why they are putting us through a class to like figure out like all these different things. And a lot of people who are in the class have been living in France for over 2 years, some of them like 7, 9 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
they're like wanting to teach us about how to get like how the hospital system works and like other things,
Hmm.
and or like how to get an apartment. I'm like, this would be really helpful for refugees
Yeah.
that just got here in France. Like, if they did it within the 3 months, this would be a helpful class. Like, there is some laws that coming from different countries,
Right.
like freedom of consciousness and stuff like that, might be new to them.
Hmm.
Like, for a refugee that was not expecting to move to France, or didn't get to do a lot of research about what it's like living here, it could
Right.
be helpful, and it gives an opportunity to have a discussion about the culture and our past cultures and stuff like that.
Right.
However, my visa, and I believe most of the other people's visas, were family and spouse visas, which basically means that I am required by law to live with Hugo for my visa because I have
Oh,
a
okay.
spousal visa.
Right.
And so, if I am required to live with a French person, I do not feel like I need French immersion classes. My thought. I'm like, I don't need you to tell me what taxes are, because I I should be able to ask Hugo. Like, I have my own personal guide. And like, I don't really, and also like a lot of the stuff is like, oh well, you guys already all have jobs, but we still have to go through all this. Like, kind of stuff. So anyways,
Right.
a little bit silly, but luckily it's almost done. And so we've had that to deal with, and then we're also trying to figure out my driver's license. And so we're dealing with that, all that paperwork, and then I'm also trying to renew my contract for another 2 months at work. And so right now it feels like our lives are paperwork. So it's it's a
That's
little I get exhausted by this kind of thing really quickly. I do not do well with it. And
yeah.
so luckily Hugo has a little bit better stamina for it, but no,
Hmm.
I do not. Okay, I'm changing the subject slightly.
Okay.
By slightly, I mean you have one of these cups.
I
Okay,
do.
they're to
Yeah,
describe to
I
the
do.
listeners. It's one of the Starbucks cups that you can close and open. Okay,
Right.
does it make a little weird like noise after you're done drinking out of it? Like it goes like,
Mine does
like
not. Now,
okay,
did you
because
turn it all the way?
yeah.
Hmm. Oh, I heard it.
I
Yeah.
don't, did you hear it? Okay, I was making it
Hmm.
so you couldn't hear it. I was trying to make it as far away. It's really like I'm very self conscious of it when I'm in public
So,
because it's kind of loud.
yeah, I think there's supposed to be a vent in there. I think it sounds like maybe the vent is clogged or something. I don't know how the vent
Sorry,
in that works. This-
like super interesting.
Now, do it without it being screwed in. There you go. No, still.
Still does it.
Hmm.
This is horrible content. We should do this when we're not filming.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I love my cup. My cup isn't.
I didn't do it.
Uh,
I did it. Anyways,
they don't sell those in France, right?
no, I don't think so. I do love it though. I use it. It's my work cup,
Is it? Yeah,
and I use it for other things too. I haven't gotten a straw thing for it, but I'm going to.
yeah. Yeah, mine. I wish I could get a new lid or something. The straw part is all like mangled.
Oh, yeah. Did you put it in the dishwasher?
No, it's like it's been chewed on, but it's because it's fallen. It's got
Oh, I
squished up.
see.
Yeah.
I do have a problem. Like I do grab the plastic straws with my teeth. Like I'll like
Yeah.
not chew on it, but I'll grab it with my teeth. I don't just like put my lip. This is weird to talk
Yeah.
about. We
Mine
need
I'm
to change
sure has
something.
some teeth scratches on it, but it's like it's been drug across the road going down out of the car or something. It's like
That sounds about right.
so it,
Anyways,
it's been dropped and
um,
well, it's gone all the way to France and back. So
it's true. It's true.
I mean, it's got some miles on it.
So
Some
we're doing a
miles on
fun
it.
thing.
Yes. What do you
We're
got?
doing a fun thing in next week. We're going to turn our apartment into a cafe, and we're
Ooh,
inviting friends. And Leo is going to be our second barista because he has a coffee machine, so he's going to bring his coffee machine, and he's
nice.
going to be our second barista. And we're going to have like it's going to be a mix of like French speakers and English speakers, and yeah, it's gonna be kind of like your cocktail party, but better because it's all coffee.
All coffee. Well, that does sound better. Does sound
And
better right now.
we're calling it Cafe Loque.
Cafe okay. I like it.
And I made little invitations that said, "Come join us for a low key coffee at the Loque Cafe."
Wow.
I
She's
was
a
pretty proud of
poet.
myself for that
She's
one.
a poet.
And I'm gonna
Uh,
make a little sign that goes on the front of our door that says like Loque Cafe on it.
nice. Nice.
And yeah, we're gonna like move. We're putting like currently our bed is where the bed was when you guys were here. It's on the mid level.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put it all the way upstairs where our clothes are, and we're gonna move a
Sure.
ton of stuff like and just throw it upstairs.
So people can go up there and
And
hang out.
yeah, I think we're gonna try to figure out a way to like maybe get some chairs from Hugo's parents' house or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that the Phillips are pastoral family. I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
our the family that
Yeah,
our
that's what I mean.
pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm pretty sure he has foldable chairs, and I might ask him to maybe bring some just in case.
Yeah.
Um, because they're gonna come, and we've told everyone to like bring friends if they want. Like we're like, come join. Like, we don't know, so we have no idea how many people will come, but we have invited over 15.
Wow. Wow.
So if
Well,
and like if people bring friends,
that could be interesting.
so it could be a little crowded. But we said it's an open house party, so we're hoping
Yeah,
that
so
people come
people
at
come and
different
go.
times.
People come and go.
So that's the hope. And so I'm like we've told people you can just like drop by and have a coffee and go, like not a problem. So anyways, we'll see how that goes, but I'm really excited. It's the first like party we've hosted here. We had a few people over for Christmas Eve, which was a blast.
Yeah.
And Hugo and I really just want to have like more people over this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially like we have like the projector, like where we want to do like a movie night at some point. And I think like if this coffee thing goes well, I think we're
Mm-hmm.
planning on doing it more often.
Yeah.
So, and maybe this will be like kind of our thing. Like if it goes super duper well, which I'm not expecting it will, but if it does, I
Mm-hmm.
could see us doing this like almost once a month,
Nice.
maybe like every 6 weeks or something. But if it doesn't go well, like if it goes okay,
You're
then we'll
doing it
probably
like
just do
on Sunday after church thing, or when you doing?
we're doing it excuse me. We're doing it a Saturday afternoon.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a little tricky. It's we're doing it from like Saturday from like 2 to 6. Um
Perfect.
and so kind of a we're kind of thinking that like people will be trickling out by 6.
Yeah.
Like we're not expecting people to stay later because we're not doing dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Um but the after church is tricky because um our family here does like a big lunch, and so sometimes they might not be done with lunch between like 3 and 4.
Right.
And also like we have a lot of people who go to like an evening church
Mm-hmm.
service
Yeah.
and as well as do morning church services, and so it's just kind of like I don't know, it's kind of a
Right.
hard time to host something like this, although it does feel like a Sunday thing. It would be a great thing to do on a Sunday,
Yeah.
but
Well.
um yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. I think it would be more fun if it was like I could definitely see doing this on like a sunny spring day would be a lot more fun because like we could open up the windows
Yeah.
and I don't know, just like leave like the door open to the
Mm-hmm.
hallway and everything. We are gonna invite our neighbors. I'm gonna put like little post-it notes on their doors to invite them a few days before, and also to let them know that we're gonna be having like quite a few people in and
Yeah.
out.
People will be coming in at the hallway
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
No, that'd be
So
fun.
yeah, I hope so. I think it'll be fun. So,
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. So, and then the other thing going on here is I have 1 more week of school and then I have a 2-week vacation.
Ooh.
So, yeah, because there's a midwinter break that's 2 weeks
Nice.
long.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So that reminds me so we Martina had Monday off because it was the
Mhm.
beginning of the end of the semester, beginning of the semester, so they take a day off. I think the teachers work, work day, and
Right.
students got it off. And so she's telling her mom, "Oh, I've got Monday off." And she's like, "What? Can't believe you're just taking Monday off because it's a semester break." I'm like, I've heard about the European schools. They get lots of days off. I don't know if you could really be
Uh,
like saying this.
and
You should have a day
I
off.
thought that they got so many days off because they get out late, like, and they don't really have a summer.
Yeah.
They get out in July and they start in September. They still
Okay.
have quite a big like, they get out beginning of July.
Yeah.
It's and I was thinking it'd be, like, more like end of July, like, they only got M August, they'd
So
start beginning
so that's
like
only about a week less than ours.
yeah,
So
exactly.
we get out like middle of June, and then
Mid-June, end of
start
June.
yeah, usually about the 16th,
Start around the
18th of
same time as they
June,
do here, I think.
and then start a little bit. A lot of the schools start the week before uh,
Yeah.
the last few days of August before Labor Day.
Yes, a lot of schools do, yeah. Well,
So
and, they do have longer days here, but
yeah,
they also have longer lunches. Like, our kids, like if the schools I go to, they have like a 2 hour lunch.
Wow.
And so for the teachers, it's an hour lunch, an hour of planning time. For the kids, it's like 2 hours where they either go home or they go to like the canteen, have
Hmm.
lunch, and then I think there's normally like they have a long recess.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
Lunch here is
And
like
then they have
25
multiple
minutes.
recesses during the day, like as well. Like they have breaks during the day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's that much longer. I think they get out. I think they
Haven't-
start a little after, like I think it's like 8:35, 8:40, something like that. 8:45. It kind of depends on the school, and then they finish. I think at like 4
Wow.
or maybe
Yeah.
like 4:05, like something like that. So yeah. So, anyways, yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's I can't imagine a 2 hour lunch though. I'd be like, no. Let's get this done. Let's get home.
Could you
Just
imagine going and picking us up and then bringing us home for lunch? Like if we
no,
went to a traditional school, like going and
no,
picking up Martina, and like
no.
a lot of kids don't, but a lot of kids do. Apparently, fun, embarrassing story about Hugo. He apparently, when he was in elementary school, um, whenever he had to go to the school canteen,
Mm-hmm.
what's the word that people use?
Cafeteria?
Cafeteria. I have not been able to figure out what I keep wanting to say cafe, and I'm like, it's not cafe. So I've just been calling it the canteen. And I was like, I could not figure out the word for it. Um, the cafeteria. They've been going to if he has to go to the if he had to go to the cafeteria when he was younger, like beginning of school, I
Right.
guess that he would like throw up his lunch at school. Like he would like, and he'd complain. He'd be like, "It's horrible," and he'd throw up. Like when he was like young, I think he was like must have been like 6.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
that's
have to
hilarious.
start school here at 3.
3.
3 years old. You have to
Holy
start school.
smokes.
Like it's like like a maternal school. That's the other thing. It's
Wow.
like they don't learn any. It's like daycare, but you
Yeah.
have to start. And if you don't start, it's like illegal. You
So like
have to
all
go
day,
to
is it
school.
like all day, half day?
I don't think so. I don't
That's
know if it's.
crazy.
I think it might. It might be. I think you might have an option. I'm
Hmm.
not sure exactly. It might be half days. I know that most like elementary and below, you have Wednesdays off or a Wednesday half day.
Okay.
So I know there's that, but I don't know for like the little, but like from 3 to like 5, 6
Yeah.
is like a preschool basically.
I want to know when high
So
school started going to half days on Fridays.
yeah,
I don't. Do junior highs do that too? Is it just high schools? It's like really.
it was happening. It was starting to happen, or it was already happening. Like half, it was like 50-50 for all the schools when I was in high school.
Yeah. I was like,
I don't know about junior. We didn't really have any junior highs around us, but I knew what happened for high school.
yeah,
It didn't happen for middle school.
yeah. I don't know.
But
I don't
I
know
think
who does it yet, but
Sky Valley, I heard, was trying to do half day on Friday.
hmm,
Yeah, and like, but I'm like, a lot of
doesn't
teachers
make
don't
any
teach on
sense.
Fridays anyways. I'm like, it's just don't. I'm like, it's not. You guys are basically set up like a college. You guys can't be following along with like what the high schools are doing. Like, look at your local college, see what they're doing, maybe follow along with them. But like, it's
Well,
not. It's a
Everett
college
Community College
schedule.
basically doesn't have any classes on Fridays at all. So
Well, all day Fridays.
yeah. So if they go by that model,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
I
is
don't know.
weird. I don't mind it, but
You know what is on the schedule for next week here?
what?
Snow. Yeah,
That's exciting.
we might get snow.
That's
Might get
very
snow
exciting.
starting Saturday. Starting Saturday, on and off all
If
next
if
week.
it snows, you need to send me pictures of like what the house and like the street and what everything looks like in snow,
Oh,
because I
okay.
think all of my students would really enjoy
Oh,
seeing
we'll,
pictures
we'll do
because
that.
they are very fascinated by the fact that where I live it snows.
And last night we went out at dark, went down to the corner where the real estate guy is that's never there, that
Yeah,
advertises firewood on his sign, not
right.
property.
Yeah.
But so we were down in his parking lot and watched planets and the International Space Station, and it was cold, too darn
That's
cold.
cool.
Yeah, Martina's
That
taking
sounds cool though.
astronomy now, so
Oh, did she change sciences again?
yeah, yeah,
Hola.
yeah. She's like, no, we're done. Well, it's a new semester, so
Oh, okay.
she got out of chemistry, and
Oh, I forgot we're like not just calling and we're like
yo, we're
on the
live.
air.
We're live on the air. Give everybody a little
I
motion
almost had a
assistance.
cookie. I was about to get up and go get a cookie.
Lindsay need a
Like I'm
cookie.
a little hungry.
Lindsay needs a cookie. I guess. But yeah, so that's all our big excitement here. Really is um, not much. Not much. It's cold. It's
We're
been cold here forever. It feels like it has never been warm here.
seriously.
It's like been freezing for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know, for
I feel like
eternity.
for a little while I was like, wow, it is so cold. And now I'm like, it's just windy. Like it's not that cold. It's just windy.
It's
Like we
warming up.
we had like a week of like cold, and now I'm used to the cold, and now it's just windy. I think it's like in the 40s every day. I'm not sure.
There are places that have not thawed out in weeks. Like I
Wow.
drove by a house the other day that's like shadows the street, and like the
Mhm.
sidewalk was thick in frost, and the street
Oh my
where
god.
the cars park were thick in frost, like it had snowed.
Wow.
And this was in the afternoon. I mean, just
Wow.
like you could tell it had frozen, not thawed, and frozen every night
Oh my
for
gosh.
weeks. I mean, it's just been so it's actually above freezing right now out there, but it's been like in the 20s at night. It's been so cold,
I've
and
been looking at like what it is at nights. Yeah,
yeah,
it's been cold for you guys.
and here
Oh,
it's like three or
somebody
four
somebody
degrees
turned to me in
cooler.
Hugo's family and they're like, "Oh, but it's not that cold in Washington." And I was like, it's -4 Celsius there right now." And they're like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, it gets a little bit colder." It's like because it snows there. I've talked to you about this. I was like, so yeah, it has
Yeah,
to get a little bit colder.
yeah, it's full. So, and so anyway, they're predicting maybe some mixed snow and rain on Saturday, and then snow a couple days next week. So Martina's holding out for a snow day. She really wants a
Yeah,
snow day.
I want a snow day for her. It's the best
She
experience
really
ever.
just I think she just wants to be able to tell all of her people that I had a snow
She
day.
got to stay home because it
I
was
got to
snow
stay
day.
home because
Well,
of
and getting to
snow.
sit and like curl up by the fire and read a book. Oh my gosh, Hugo's grandparents have a fire and they use it all day. It actually connects to their radiators and heats their whole house. It's really
Oh,
cool.
nice.
And so they have it, and they had it so toasty warm in there. At we went over to their house on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and I like when we left, I turned to Hugo and I was like, I really wish I could just go there and like crochet and read all day.
They show up. They wake up in the morning. What are you doing here? I'm
Yeah, why are you here?
I'm crocheting. This
And
is
they
my
have a
crochet.
dog,
They have a
and so
dog.
I would literally just sit on the floor with the dog. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm seriously. I was a little concerned with Lena that she would take a dog home with her. I am seriously concerned that Martina is going to steal the dogs when she goes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's she yeah. Dofer sleeps in her room every night, and she goes now. She goes down every night and plays with them in the basement. She roughs them up every night.
Oh my goodness, Dad, they're going to struggle so much
I
when she
know it.
leaves.
I know it. She
They've always
comes
the
in.
Henry has
Dofer gives her a
always struggled
hug.
really hard.
Dofer gives her a hug when she gets in. Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's yeah, I'm really concerned that I'm gonna wake up and then dogs are gonna be gone. And it's
they're
just
gonna
gonna
have
be
a
a
little
lot of
tag on. They're gonna have a little tag on their collar that says "Send to Italy." A little stamp on their butt.
yeah. Just like yeah. There'll be a big
Oh,
pile of clothes in her room and the dogs will be gone.
yeah.
Oh, she's left all her clothes here. There's a dog in the suitcase.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
she's all over that. So yeah. Mm. Mom's birthday this weekend. We're going to the art museum. We're going to the Seattle Art Museum. And you know whose idea that was?
Mom's?
No,
Mine?
no,
Martinez?
no. You'll never guess.
Robbie's?
Yeah. And Trevor's. They both wanted to go to the art museum.
They both
Well,
wanted to go?
Mom wanted to go. Mom was kind of wanted to go do the underground tour, do something. And Robbie's, let's go to the art museum. He goes, it's my birthday too. Let's go to the art museum. So, yeah. So
Are they okay?
11 of us are going to the art museum.
Wow.
Unless it snows too hard, then we're not.
Did you call and like ask if they need insurance to be put down or something? Like a deposit for all the paintings you'll end up ruining or something?
I think we're going to buy 10 tickets on our account, and then I'm going to pay cash for one ticket. I don't know who this was. It's for Robbie's.
Oh, okay. I was like,
He's
huh?
not with us. If he breaks anything, he's not with us.
Him and Jackson.
Jackson's good. Jackson will be all right.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
Jackson
he'll end up like web shooting a painting or something.
no, he's pretty good when he gets
Okay, well,
into a situation like that. I'm not too worried about him. He's under control.
Robbie on the other hand, not so much.
Robbie, a little worried, but
Oh.
I heard that the Italians are thinking about stealing the Mona Lisa away.
What? Huh,
No,
I can take it.
You haven't heard that? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
The Italians are like, so the Mona Lisa should be here instead of in the Louvre for a couple years, so you guys can clean up the Louvre and make it prettier, and we'll give it back after the Olympics.
Go the Italians. This is a great time. No one's paying attention to that kind of stuff right now, so this is a great time. Just take it. Just steal it. No one will notice.
They did that once.
Did they?
Didn't? Yeah.
Just take it?
An Italian person stole the Mona Lisa to take it to Italy.
That's amazing.
Like
I hope there's a Netflix documentary
like
about
in the
that.
40s or something like that. You should look it up.
That is so good. I hope they have it. I bet they have a Netflix documentary about that.
Probably.
I'll look it up.
Probably. I was reading an article about it. Yeah, it's like, like, wow, that's interesting. So, yeah, the Italians would like the Mona Lisa because they're going to have the Olympics next year.
Yeah, they have the Olympics this next year. Yeah. The next one, the winner.
In Milan. Yeah, in Milan, they're going to take.
I think that makes sense. I mean, I'm also not that attached to the Mona Lisas.
Yeah.
I have never been that stunned by it.
Yeah.
But Monet paintings capture my eye. Not the lily pads as much as I thought they would.
Yeah.
But the ones that I saw in the Musée d'Orsay, I can't remember what it's called. But like seeing the woman with the umbrella, I never really like loved that painting before. But when I saw it in person, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like Monet's paintings just really transport you to whatever he's painted. And I think that's really beautiful when a painter can do that. But I don't see that with like the Mona Lisa. It's a person, it's a portrait. So like,
right.
I'm not taken in by it.
Yeah. It was pretty cool though. It was cool to see it.
Yeah, cool it is cool to like see it. But
anyway.
I don't know.
Well, we're kind of dragging this on. I think we should wrap
We are
this up.
talking about like the randomest stuff today. Next week we should have like a subject.
We'll see if we can get a topic for next week.
A topic. Yeah.
So I was kind of, like I said, I thought this wasn't going to happen. So I really wasn't thinking about it all the way.
I don't know why I like keep forgetting to think of like topics.
Because you're a working woman now and you're doing all this international paperwork. So.
Well, yeah, that is kind of where my brain's at. What did you label today's podcast?
I don't know, something silly. Okay. Like, let's see where it goes or something like that. Okay. Let's see where this goes, I think is the title.
Okay. So, well, we saw where that went.
She's a long ways away, I think was the subject or was the description. So the description is the hardest part. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
I could just put episode 25 or something. I don't know.
Well, I've lost track. I have no idea where we're at. I don't know.
We're a mess.
Anyway, we're gonna go.
Bye.
See you next week, hopefully.
I didn't mean to talk over it.